I just want to give you a clear idea of what I'm expecting you to do in this beginning of this work module 3 thing. First assignment, you're going to have to understand that Latin nouns have different forms. English nouns also have different forms. Take, for example, the word I, which in the first sentence is I, and then the second sentence is me. The difference between those two forms of the same word is case. I is the form that we use when it's the subject. Me is the form that we use when it's the direct object. That difference is called case. Latin also has different forms for all of its nouns, but it has way more cases than English has. It has 6. One is called nominative, one is called genitive, one is called dative, another one is called accusative, another one is called the ablative, and the other one vocative. And it has different forms for all of these endings in the singular and the plural. Look at our slides to find out more about how these relate to syntax uses. This right here is just an altogether synoptic look at all of the case endings of first declension nouns. You can see that this one here is familiar. It's at the end of all of the first dictionary entries of first declension nouns that you've found so far, like agricola, anima, puella. This one here is the second form, the ending on the second form of all the dictionary entries. Puella, puellae, agricola, agricolae. This same ending also appears in the dative and in the nominative plural. So what do these things do? What do they mean? In order to find that out, take a look at the slides. For example, I've put in here in the slide marked that used to just be marked subject, that the subject, for a subject, Latin uses the nominative case. And that the endings for the nominative case are a, if it's singular, and I, if it's plural. And we'll go on from there. So you can take a look at those on your own. When you go to annotate your paragraph again, this is the paragraph that you've already annotated, right? This is the example that we used. You're now going to add in to the part that you've annotated. So for example, we've already discovered that the word whose shows possession. You're now going to add in, by clicking here and clicking edit, that possession uses the genitive case. You can spell it out, or you can just write gen if you want, or G, as long as I can understand it. Don't just write A, because then I won't know if it's ablative or accusative. And you're going to write the number. Whose, woods, that's singular. And then you're going to give me the ending that would be. So it's genitive, and it's singular. So those two meet up at this ending. So just write the ending. You don't know the word for whose. You're just going to give me the ending that it would be. So that's I, and you can save it there. How about woods? Woods, we already discovered, is a subject. And now I know from my slides that a subject uses the nominative case and that the word woods is plural. So I'm going to go over to the nominative plural ending, which I see is I. So I'm going to edit that here so that it says subject, nominative, plural, and the ending would be I, and save it. Okay? All right. That should give you a clue about what we're doing. Check out the new slideshow that I have already shared. It's called Latin 1.1-6 syntax slides. I'm only going to do this one, even though that we had one for Latin 1.2 also. So use this one, okay? All right. I hope that helps you with tonight, guys.